Man, got around. OG Silverback here. And today, just like each and every day, I'm fortunate to be above ground, baby, and taking in this good prana. And for those of you who think I'm stealing from this dude named Ralph Smart, let me share something with you. I've heard of Ralph Smart, and I watched one of his videos, and he's talking about, taking in that good prana, baby. But let me share something with you, dude. He doesn't have a trademark on the word prana. The way I learned about prana, guys, is I started doing yoga with my lovely girlfriend because we're warriors. And if you guys don't know anything about yoga, dude, yoga prepares you for battle. The origin of yoga came from the warriors in India. Yoga is for the warrior class, but it's been watered down in America for the hot girl class, for the rich Beverly Hills rodeo, what's the rodeo drive class of women, it's chic. But if you really study the history of yoga, it's for warriors. And I'm here to tell you guys, I'm a warrior. I'm very fortunate to be here in Southeast Asia, studying with the masters. That's why I'm showing you guys my Arnis skills, dude. Arnis is about a long weapon and a short weapon, dude. I'm so fortunate to be here. I'm so thankful. And that's why no matter what negativity I experience here, I'm not going to let one man or a group of men stop me from achieving my ultimate goal, dude, of vibrating at a higher level and being my best self as I define it. I'm going to tell you one thing I learned here, guys, that health is wealth. And yeah, in Vegas, man, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to be transparent. And you take it how you want. In Vegas, I made 5 times as much money as I'm making here, dude. Just because of the proclivity or the proximity of the movie directors. Vegas is the new Los Angeles. Yeah, I was making movies in Los Angeles, but a lot of them started with the producers in Vegas, and then they shot me to Los Angeles and back and forth like that. But it's mostly the Vegas base. So I'm making all this money, dude, and I'm doing personal training. I'm teaching martial arts in Vegas, dude. And then I was a life coach. I've had the fortunate opportunity to coach a lot of you dudes from YouTube because I was in America. And the cost of me talking to you on the phone was way cheaper here in Southeast Asia because I have T-Mobile. There's no T-Mobile satellites here or repeater cell towers here. I get international roaming fees. That's why I can't do coaching calls at an affordable rate. Like in America, I can do a coaching call for $150 an hour. Here, dude, it's not. I'm not even breaking even because they're charging me $150 just to talk to you. So anyway, dude, just the proclivity there to the movies and the martial arts, dude, and the personal training and the teaching martial arts and the life coaching and the health coaching. It was just a very profitable situation for me. But here, my health, dude, I'm the healthiest I've been in a very long time. And I want to share that with you guys because I want to share this with you, man. The topic of today's video is, don't make friends in prison as the ones closest to you hurt you the worst. And I want to give you a quote, dude, from the great Machiavelli, the Prince Machiavelli. He says, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But see, the problem in maximum security prison, dude, you can't really tell who's a friend or who's an enemy. That's why they got a thing called a frenemy. And in maximum security prison, man, it's something about being confined and locked up with murderers and rapists and pedophiles and cannibals and serial killers, dude, and demonic entities and Satan worshipers, dude. It's something about being in close proximity with those people, dude, that you come to understand they're very good at plotting and planning. Because in maximum security prison, yeah, the strong dominate the weak. But sometimes the weak become very, very crafty and very, very sneaky so they can catch you, dude, at your weakest point, man. And then that's when they go ahead and they put the shank deep up in you, dude. And as you lose your bodily fluids, they go up in your rectum, dude. And you be like, hey, man, I thought you were my friend. Yeah, you're my friends with benefits. And the benefits of me going up in your bowels as your spirit leaves your body, because I'm into necrophilia. You're sorry, sad, soft mofo. There's some twisted people, man. And if you want to see a good example of that, there's this movie called, I think it's called Dark Knight, but don't get me wrong, dude. whatever movie Batman was in when this lady, yeah, it's Dark Knight, dude, where Batman gets, Bane breaks Batman's back and he throws Batman in this prison that Bane was in. And then Batman's back gets better. He climbs out the prison so then he can fight Bane. If you ever had your back broke before, you know what I mean, it doesn't work like that. But he beats Bane, the guy who broke his back, and then the lady who Batman thought was his girlfriend, dude, she takes a shank and sticks it in his back, dude. When he least expected, he's just like, "Hey man, I thought you were my woman and you left me." And she goes, "I love the dark more than I loved you." So that's what I want to share with you about maximum security prison. First of all, dude, I'm going to tell you 3 important rules in maximum security prison. If you didn't know a dude on the street, bro, and he's trying to be friendly to you, why is he trying to be friendly to you? You don't need no friends, dude. You don't knew this dude on the street, man. You're not in there to make friends, dude. You're in there to make allies and alliances of dudes that are willing to protect you, dude, and to protect your masculinity and your manhood. Number 2, even if you knew a dude on the street, dude, if you never done time with him, dude, you don't know what his mentals are. Some dudes got this duplicitous behavior I be trying to talk to you youngsters about. It's having 2 different personalities. It's almost like being bipolar. You know what I mean? It's like having multiple personalities. They got their street personality, and then they got their prison personality. And for those of you youngsters don't believe in that, let me tell you like this. The OGs will tell you this. This is a true statement. And I'm not trying to be racist. But if you're a big black dude or you're a big brown dude in America, and let's say you're working in corporate America, dude, where you have to be suited and booted and you have to speak standard English and practice proper enunciation and dictation, dude, and pronouns. Hey, man, you got to be very careful about the bass in your voice so you don't get labeled an angry black dude or angry brown dude around some of these white Ivy League dudes who are soft and they get their nails manicured, dude, and they play golf all the time and cricket. You got to be you have to tiptoe lightly in the office. Then when you're out of the office, you can shed your Clark Kent persona and be yourself. That's what I did in corporate America. The German Curtis Thomas taught me like that. He taught me how to walk with kings and converse with fools. He taught me how to be a gorilla in the suit and to tread lightly when I'm in the corporate offices. How you guys think I got to make $300,000 in the IT realm, dude? You know, the honest graduate will tell you it's not an easy feat. So for those of you who question my intelligence, man, you got to look at it like this. If a dude's been in maximum security prison for 187, dude, and got serious felonies, did 10 years in maximum security, and then you come out, dude, and you're able to rise to the corporate hierarchy, the heights, working at Fortune 500 and 200 and 100 companies as a vice president, making $300,000 a year, dude. You got to have some level of corporate acumen, dude. You got to have some level of playing the game. So when I'm sharing with you this, guys, some of the guys in maximum security prison are very adept at studying you, dude, and predatory behavior. And they become your friend when you're at your weakest, at your lowest. Like maybe your old lady left you, dude. Maybe your family turned their back on you, dude. Maybe your lawyer was a dump truck. A dump truck is just a lawyer who just really works for the DA. He's just taking your money, dude. You know, whether you got railroaded or not, these guys lay in the cut and they study you, dude. And they see when you're weak and when you're crying in your cell, and they become your friend. So that then what's going to happen, they're going to become your cuddle buddy, dude. Because sometimes, man, you get some bad news from the street, dude. It just makes you mad. I don't know if you ever cried to your heaving and sobbing, dude. Like, you can't even catch your breath. I've cried like that before, dude. If you haven't, dude, you're not a real man. And you're sobbing, dude, and you got convulsions. And then some dude, man, in your cell, he just comes up behind you. He's cuddling you while you do that. And you just feel so at peace. You feel the comfort of his arms, dude. Next thing you know, your pants is coming down and there's a hard thing going up in your butt. But you're just so happy to have somebody console you because in prison, dude, it's a place of coldness, dude, and heartlessness, dude. So all I'm trying to say, dude, I'm going to end this video really quick, but the whole thing is, in maximum security prison, don't make friends as the ones closest to you harm you the worst. And it's back to the great Prince Machiavelli. He said, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That was on the street, baby, because let me tell you something. In prison, you don't have any friends. If you're smart, you don't make any friends. And here's the third point I wanted to tell you. Even if you got family members in there, dude, I've seen family members turn on each other. Maximum security prison is a survival-based place, dude. It's eat or be eaten, kill or be killed, dominate or be dominated. So unless you've done time with a dude before in a closed situation like maximum security prison, don't make friends. Don't be friendly with nobody. Don't trust anybody. Stay to yourself. And you, my friend, will make it out with the same level of anal virginity that Cat Williams talks about in his prolific 42 million views on Club Shay Shay, where he talks about his anal virginity. So for those of you who don't understand what it is, watch the Club Shay Shay interview. Because, dude, if that happens on the street, what makes you think that doesn't happen in maximum security prison? So if you like the realness and the rawness of the channel, man, thumbs up the video, leave a comment for the algorithm so that you can show YouTube there's interaction and appreciation for the gems I'm lacing you with. And if you're new to the channel, my name's OG Silverback. Got sentenced to 26 years in maximum security prison for 187. And I live to tell the tale so that you youngsters won't have to experience the horrors I did and not waste your youth in some man's dungeon. So subscribe to the channel, hit the notification all bell, and most importantly, share the video. So until next time, OG Silverback out.